The xenobiology lab aboard the USS Horizon hummed with quiet efficiency as Dr. Leo Chen prepared for another routine examination. 3 years into humanity's first deep space exploration mission, they'd encountered dozens of species, but none quite like the Zelathi. Mia stood in the center of the examination room, her iridescent skin shimmering under the harsh medical lights, her forearms wrapped protectively around her torso, clutching the strange, membrane-like garment that seemed fused to her body. Large amber eyes, too large for any human face, watched Leo with unmistakable terror. "Please," she whispered, her translator crackling with static. "Don't take off my clothes." Leo paused, scanner in hand. Protocol demanded a full biological assessment of any new species brought aboard. The Zelathi ship had been found drifting, its crew dead except for Mia. Understanding her physiology could be crucial for both species' survival. "I'm sorry," he said gently, trying to project calm. "It's just procedure. I promise I'll be careful." Mia's breathing quickened, a strange fluttering sound like wind through autumn leaves. "You don't understand. These aren't clothes. They're—" The translator failed, leaving only a mournful trill, but orders were orders. Captain Morrison had been explicit. Full examination, no exceptions. Earth needed data on every species they encountered. Leo activated the medical drone, its mechanical arms extending toward Mia's garment. "No!" Mia's scream pierced the air as she tried to flee, but the containment field held her in place. Tears, or something like them, streamed down her face, leaving phosphorescent trails on her cheeks. The drone's precision lasers began cutting through the membrane. Leo watched the monitors, documenting everything with scientific detachment he'd cultivated through years of training. The garment peeled away in sections, revealing more of Mia's iridescent skin beneath. Then he saw them. Thousands of tiny, hair-thin filaments connected the membrane to Mia's body. As each connection severed, Mia's screams grew weaker, her skin dulling from brilliant turquoise to ashen gray. The medical scanners went wild, neural activity plummeting, organ functions failing. "Stop!" Leo shouted, but it was too late. The drone had completed its programmed task. The membrane lay in pieces on the floor and Mia collapsed. Leo rushed to her side, his hands trembling as he checked her vitals. Weak, fading, but still there. Her eyes found his, and in them he saw not anger but profound pity. You really didn't know," she whispered. "The Yelani. We're not like you." "The membrane. It's our secondary nervous system. Our memory storage, our soul." Horror crashed over Leo like a physical weight. The scanner readings made terrible sense now. He hadn't just removed clothing. He'd literally torn away part of her being. "I can fix this," he said desperately. "I can reattach—" "No." Mia's hand, so strange with its extra joints, touched his face with surprising gentleness. "Once severed, the connections die. I'm incomplete now. But perhaps this is why we were meant to meet." "What do you mean?" With effort, Mia gestured to the torn membrane. "Study it. Learn from my sacrifice. Your species, so young, so eager. You reach for the stars but don't yet understand the infinite ways life can exist. You see clothes where another species might see skin, tools where another might see organs." Leo's throat constricted. "I'm sorry. God, I'm so sorry. Don't be sorry. Be better." Mia's voice grew fainter. "Take my story back to your Earth. Tell them that not all examinations require dissection. Not all understanding comes from taking apart." She lived for 3 more days. Leo spent every hour by her side, documenting not her biology but her stories, her culture, her dreams. He learned that Zelathi membranes grew with them from birth, recording every experience, every emotion. To lose it was to lose one's history, one's identity. When Mia finally passed, Leo stood before Captain Morrison and the entire command council. "I killed her," he said simply. "In the name of science, in the name of protocol, I killed a sentient being who begged me not to." He placed his resignation on the table. "But more than that, I learned something. We're not ready." "Not ready?" Morrison's voice was sharp. "For what?" "For them. For the universe. We charge into space with our assumptions, our protocols, our human-centric view of existence. We see aliens as subjects to be studied, not beings to be understood. Mia taught me that our greatest discoveries won't come from examination tables but from patience, communication, and the humility to admit when we don't know something." The room fell silent. Then slowly the xenocultural specialist spoke up. He's right. We've been approaching this all wrong. Leo looked at Mia's membrane, now preserved in a stasis field. She said her sacrifice should teach us, let it. Let's rewrite our first contact protocols. Let's lead with understanding, not analysis. Let's prove that humanity's greatest strength isn't our technology or our curiosity. It's our ability to learn from our mistakes. The vote was unanimous. 6 months later, when the Horizon encountered the Dalari Collective, humanity's new protocols were put to the test. Instead of examination rooms, there were dialogue chambers. Instead of scanners, there were translators. Instead of taking, there was sharing. And in his quarters, Leo kept a small piece of Mia's membrane, gifted to him in her final hours. Sometimes, when the weight of his mistake threatened to crush him, he would hold it and remember her words. Be better. Humanity had finally learned that true exploration meant not just reaching for the stars, but being worthy of them. And though it had cost a life to learn it, Mia's legacy lived on in every successful first contact that followed, proof that sometimes the most powerful discoveries come not from what we take apart, but from what we choose to preserve. The universe was vast, full of wonders beyond human imagination, and humanity at last was ready to meet it with open hands instead of scalpels.